Hi guys, and welcome back to Simply Forex, the channel dedicated to you, the trader. We want you to be successful in the markets. So guys, I'm going to give you some gold every day. I'm going to let you know which currency pairs I'm looking to trade and which direction. And I'm also going to let you know which news that you must be aware of. So let's take a look at the chart and what I'm potentially going to trade today. Top of the morning, traders. How are you? It is Wednesday, the 25th of May. And yesterday, guys, was a bit of a crazy trading day. Would love to hear from you. Leave a comment. Let me know how your trading went yesterday. Yeah, like I say, guys, it was a crazy day. So let's look back at yesterday's trades. We'll also look at today's potential trades and the important news for today as well. But first of all, yesterday, we had 5 potential trades yesterday. The first one was this. This was the euro against the US dollar. And we were looking to long this market. So price was in a downtrend, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. And then price shot back up, all right, and then broke this last high. Okay, so this tells me we have higher highs, so the structure has changed. We're in an uptrend, and we had this very bullish candle form. So the idea was just to take price up to this blue line, and that's pretty much what happened, guys. All right, all of the trades yesterday, guys, went in the direction we wanted them to, but it was just a case of could we get in on them because everything moves so quickly. But let's have a look. Let's have a look at H1 to see if we could get in on this trade. So I did get in on this trade, guys, but let me explain what happened. So price obviously didn't come back to this grey zone. Yeah, price had other ideas. All right, and then we got this large bullish candle form. Okay, which told me buyers were in control of this market. Okay, and that was a possibility, guys. I said if price doesn't retrace to our grey zone, then we can trade the first bullish candlestick pattern, or just the first candle that tells us the buyers are in control, and that is clearly this candle. All right. The only problem we have, guys, is if we enter on this candle, we have to put our stop below the swing low, all right, and our target is this blue line, all right, so the risk to reward doesn't make sense. Okay, so how I traded it, guys, was this. So we had this large green candle, this push upwards, and then I'm looking at this zone here, guys. What was once resistance, yeah, usually becomes a good support. Okay, so I waited for price to retrace. Let me draw those pink lines better. I waited for price to retrace. Yeah, so come up, hits this, comes back down, breaks it, retests it, and then take price back up. Okay, and that's exactly what happened, guys. All right, so this was always my entry candle. Yeah. Unless another candle told me that sellers were in control, I wouldn't have entered, but no candle did. I entered literally here. I put my stop below the last swing low, all right? And then I closed 100% of my trade literally at these highs. It didn't quite hit our blue line, but the trading floor I used to be on, we used to have a saying, yeah, don't be a dick for a pip. Okay, so I got out, yeah, it was like 2 pips away from our target, all right, and I closed 100% of the trade and roughly got a risk to reward of 1:1. All right, so that's how I traded the euro US dollar and made some nice profit. Let me know if you traded it and how you entered. Okay, so that's the first trade idea, guys. The second one was this. This was the euro against the pound. Okay, so we were looking to buy this market as well. So price was in a downtrend, yeah, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, but then price shot back up, broke these last highs, created, so we had a new higher high, then we had a higher low, higher high, higher low, okay, and then we were just trying to take price back up to one of these blue lines, and look how quickly that happened. Yeah, the second, this blue line here, I would normally expect it to take days to hit this blue line, but it hit it in 1 day. All right, so yeah, we're looking to long this market. We also had this bullish candle, guys. So this was also a reason to enter this trade. So this was the sort of candle we entered off to take up to here or here. Okay, like I say, price just whizzed off, done that pretty quickly. Let's look at H1 to see if we could get in on this trade. So guys, you had to be quick with this one. Yeah, so as we can see, guys, price can come up, come back down, and then we had this. Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay, and then we had this candle here. Okay, I had just gotten up and saw this candle, and this is a bullish engulfing pan. Sorry, I get my teeth in this morning. This is a bullish engulfing candlestick pattern. All right, it absolutely dwarfs this candle, the last, 3, 4, 5 candles. Okay, so this was a perfect entry candle. By the time I looked at this trade, I didn't get in till about here. Yeah, because everything happened so quickly. So I entered here. I put my stop below here. Okay. Maybe you got in on this trade, guys. And yeah, if you remember how quickly it reacted. So I got in here, put my stop below the swing low, and then I closed 80% of my trade at this blue line. All right, guys. And then I left 20% to run up to the next blue line. And this all happened within about 2 hours. Okay. So I let 20% run, okay, and closed the rest at my second blue zone. Guys, excellent trade. Yeah, I hope you took this trade. Very, very profitable. Yeah, we had the initial trade was more than a risk to reward of 1:1. And then our second trade, well, let's take a look, guys. Yeah, we entered, I entered roughly here, my stop here. So around a 20 pip stop loss. And look, this was up to 70, 75 pips, I think I took. All right, guys. So yeah, brilliant trade. I hope you took this pair. Well, I hope you were quick enough to get in on this trade. Okay, next one was this. This was the euro against the Canadian dollar. We were also looking to long this market. Okay, so price was in a downtrend, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Didn't create a lower low. This tells me that price structure is breaking down. Okay, these are the last highs, and these highs were taken out. Yeah. So we now have the structure of a higher high. Then price came back down, tested these lows. All right, but then bounced off quite aggressively. Okay, and then we also had this bullish green candle here. So for all of these reasons, it was just telling me to take price back up to these highs here. Yeah, all of these highs here. And again, guys, this all happened pretty quickly and hit our blue target. Okay, but the question for yesterday was, could we get in on the trade? Okay, so let's take a look at the H1. So yeah, there were a couple of entry candles, guys. I didn't get in on this trade. I was too busy occupied with euro, US dollar, and euro pound. They just give me slightly better setups. But maybe you did take this pair, guys. Yeah. So what we could have done, guys, the price didn't retrace into our grey zone. Yeah. But again, if we're being aggressive, you could trade the first candle that tells us that buyers are in control. Yeah, this is potentially one, guys. Okay, because it does break these highs as well. All right, so it's a bullish candle, breaks the last H1 highs. Okay, so you could have got in on this candle and then just take price back up to our blue line. Okay, you would have to put your stop here, enter here, and take price up to this blue line. Okay, so that was a possibility, guys. We did have this candle. Yeah, buyers are definitely in control, but for me at this point we've already hit our blue line. Okay, so yeah, if I would be out of the trade and not be interested to trade anymore. Okay, so yeah, this didn't give me as good a setups as the other euro pairs, so I didn't trade it, but maybe you did, guys. And yeah, like I say, you could have got in on this candle, take it back up to the blue line, but the next candle is a no for me because it's already hit our target. Okay, guys, that was the third trade idea. Fourth trade idea was this. This was the US dollar against the Swiss franc. Yeah, so very correlated with the euro US dollar. And again, we were trying to short it for these reasons. So this was just in an uptrend. Yeah, I mean, you can barely see any higher high, higher low. It is just, okay. But this area here was of interest. Okay, this was the only sort of last higher low I could really see. Okay, and then we had price react at this level. Yeah, then we had price react at this level. Okay, so I was reluctant to take price short at this level, but then we had this candle form, okay, which broke this area of support. So I was happy to take price lower and just come down to our blue line, which was the psychological level of 9,600. Okay, and again, that's exactly what happened, guys. Guys, it was a very profitable day. I hope you got in on a few of these trades. Let's look at the H1 to see what happens with this one. So yeah, one of my subscribers, guys, mentioned, he said, did you expect price to retrace to this grey zone? And I always do, guys. You know, most of the time, price will retrace. Yeah, you know, traders are looking for this retrace, okay, to give them value. Yeah, give them, you know, it's a cheaper price to enter. So I expect the market to do that. But obviously, I don't have a crystal ball, but sometimes price will just shoot off. Yeah, like yesterday, most of the trades just shot off. It was just a case of where could we get into the trade. Okay, so again, it was similar with this one, guys. The price didn't retrace to my grey zone. And then we had this candle. Okay, so yeah, sellers are totally in control. But again, we have the problem of risk to reward. Yeah, this is our reward, and this would be our risk. We need to put our stop above the last swing high. Okay, so because of this, guys, what we can do is again wait for a retrace. The price comes down. We can't really enter on this candle, but we can wait for a retrace. Yeah, if you've got in maybe here, yeah, put your stop here. You still have a good risk to reward. Okay. What I actually did was wait for the next red bearish candle. So price came down. I couldn't get in on this candle because the risk to reward was terrible. It came back up, and then I saw this candle form. All right. It's actually an inside candle, but because of this downward momentum beforehand, I was still happy to enter on this candle. Okay, and it is a bearish candle. Okay, so I entered on the close of this, put my stop above this last swing high here, and then just took price back down to this last low. In fact, I didn't even wait for the blue line. Okay, so I took price back down to this last low. Okay, so let me just clear that up, guys. Entered here, put my stop above here, and took 80% off at this last low. Okay, and then I let 20% run, but as you can see, guys, there wasn't much to run, and I think I just got out here. Okay, so again, guys, yeah, another profitable trade. It was just a case of where could we get in on this trade, okay? And that's where I got in. Maybe you got in on a different candle or for a different reason. Please let me know, leave a comment. Right, fourth and final trade was this. This was the Canadian dollar against the Swiss franc. Okay, and we were shorting this market. Reasons for doing so were these. So price was in an uptrend, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, then boom, price come down, broke this low. All right, so structure for me has changed. Yeah, and then we had this candle form as well, okay, which also broke the low of these last two candles. Okay, so the idea was just to take price back down to this blue line. And again, guys, it all happened very quickly. So again, this was another excellent trade in terms of direction. All five went in the direction of our trade ideas. All right, but let's look at H1 to see if we can get in on this trade. Okay, and again, guys, it was another one of those where price didn't retrace into our grey zone. Then it shot off, yeah, shot off with this candle here. Yeah, told me sellers were in control. But again, we need a retrace, guys. Okay, so you could have waited for a retrace. Basically, you need a retrace to make the entry price and then the target and your stop all make sense in terms of risk to reward. Okay, so you could have, maybe you entered here. Yeah, put your stop above the last swing high here. Okay, that would have made sense. Okay, maybe you waited for the next red candle. Yeah, next bearish candle. That would have made sense. Entered here, put your stop above here, take price back down to the last low or even the blue zone. Okay, I'm giving you different options, guys, because I didn't take this trade. I was in the US dollar Swiss franc. Okay, so yeah, I didn't take this trade, but you could have entered on this candle here for sure. Or once you see this downward movement, yeah, with this candle, just wait for a retrace. Yeah, to here or even here. Yeah, enter, put your stop here, take price back down. Okay, guys, but again, yeah, it hit target and some. Yeah, okay. So, guys, yeah, all five trades went in the direction we wanted them to. It was just a case of how could we get in on the trades. I hope you secured the trade. Yeah, it was a super duper profitable day. Right, guys, let's take a look at today's trade ideas now. Guys, if you enjoyed yesterday's recap, then please smash the like button. Yeah, it really helps support the channel. And also subscribe. Come join us at Simply Forex. And then smash the notification button, guys. That way you'll receive an alert every morning, Monday to Friday, and you won't miss a single piece of analysis. Okay, so go ahead and do that. Right, guys, before I start today's trades, I just want to express to you how good yesterday's trades were. Yeah, I hope you managed to get in on a few of those trades. They all went in the direction that we predicted. Yeah, I hope you had a as profitable day as I did. Okay, but today we are concerned with now. So Wednesday, the 25th of May, we've got two potential trades for today. The first one is this. This is the US dollar against the Swiss franc. And as you can see, it was in an uptrend. Okay, it was one of the uptrends that didn't really give you higher highs, higher lows. It just went to the top. All right. But then since then, price has been coming back down. This area here, yeah, became an important zone for me. This was the only last higher low I could pick out, really. Okay. And then sure enough, as price come back down, it reacted at this level. Okay. So until it broke that level, I wasn't really interested in shorts, going short or selling the market. Then we had, yeah, this candle a couple of days ago, and then yesterday we had another bearish candle. Okay, So this is telling me we still have room to the downside, okay? And this blue line, this psychological level here at 9,500 is our target. Okay, so we're shorting this market. Let me just show you the weekly chart, guys. Oh, no, not the day chart, the weekly chart. So I've chose this blue line because the psychological level, and it still has room to move into before it starts hitting these last weekly highs here. Okay, so yeah, that's the reason I chose the blue line. Let's look at H1 for execution. So what I want to see, guys, is price form a bearish candlestick pattern form in this grey zone. So price has left this grey zone, but if a bearish candlestick pattern closes back into this grey zone, I'm happy to take that trade. Yeah, I'll enter the trade, take price back down to these lows here, as long as we get a risk to reward of 1:1, close 80%, and then leave 20% to run down to our higher time frame target. Okay, guys, if that doesn't happen, then price could retrace up into this grey zone. But again, I just want to see a bearish candlestick pattern form. We enter the trade, take price back down to our last H1 low, which could be here, we don't know yet. Close 80% of the trade and then leave 20% to run. Okay, guys, so yeah, US dollar against the Swiss franc, we are looking to short this market. The second trade for today and final trade is this. This is the US dollar against the Japanese yen. All right. So price was clearly in an uptrend, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. But then we didn't create a higher high. This always tells me that price is potentially breaking down. Okay. And then sure enough, price comes down and breaks this low. So we are now in a downtrend. All right, and then price came back up and now it's coming back down again. And if I zoom in, guys, yeah, make it a little bit clearer. And we had this bearish candle form yesterday, okay, which broke all of these lows as well. Yeah, broke these lows over here, this low here, this low here. Okay, so it's broken all of those lows. So this tells me that we still have room to the downside, and it's a very, a bearish daily candle. So first of all, guys, we've got two blue zones we can aim for. We've got this one, okay, at 126, just a psychological level. And then we have this one, which is our last resistance on the day chart. Okay, so let me just show you that. Let me just zoom out. Yeah, as you can see, guys, the second blue line corresponds with this last high over here. Okay, so a couple of targets here, guys. Let's look at H1 for execution. So a couple of grey zones. We're currently in a grey zone now. So yeah, price retraces into here. We want to see a bearish candlestick pattern form. That's our trigger to enter. We enter the trade. Then we can take price back down to these last lows here. Close 80% and then leave 20% to run. Okay, that doesn't happen. Price could retrace up to this grey zone, yeah, which corresponds with all these highs over here. All right, but again, we want to see a bearish candlestick pattern. Take price back down to the last H1 low, which could well be here. We don't know yet. Close 80% and then leave 20% to run down to our higher time frame target. All right, guys, so yeah, we've got the two trades for today. They are both highly correlated, so trade the one that gives you the best setup. Yeah, so seeing a little bit of dollar weakness today. Right, okay, let's take a look at the news now. Guys, if you're enjoying this daily morning analysis and would like to receive it every single day, Monday to Friday, then please subscribe to the channel and then smash that notification button. That way you'll receive an alert every single day. Right, news for Wednesday, the 25th of May. So overnight, we've had some big news coming out of the New Zealand, and yeah, this has really affected New Zealand already today. So it's been moving quite aggressively. Yeah, because we had the interest rate decision, And then we had, the rate statement and also the press conference, okay? Usually it's the press conference that gets the markets moving, all right? But that's been and gone, guys. But bear in mind that will have an impact on the New Zealand dollar. Okay, so the first piece of news we're interested in today, so 7 o'clock GMT London time, we've got coming out of the euro, we've got the German gross domestic product. Okay, so this could move any euro pair. We carry on down at 9 o'clock. We have Lagarde speaking, so the head of the European Central Bank. She's speaking, so she could move the euro when she speaks. If we carry on down at 1:30, coming out of the US, we've got core durable goods, so another 3-star rating, which could move any US dollar pair. At 3:30, we've got crude oil inventories, so this could affect the US dollar and the Canadian dollar. All right, so must be aware of that one as well. If we carry on down, busy news day today. If we carry on down, guys, we've got 2 more pieces of news that we're interested in. So at 7 o'clock, we've got the FOMC meeting minutes. So this could really move any US dollar pair. And then we've also got the Royal Bank of New Zealand Governor Orr speaking. If you're still awake at 10 past 10 or still trading, he's speaking then. Okay, guys, so yeah, busy news day today, guys. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the vid, guys. If you have, please subscribe, like, and share. I hope you have a great, wonderful trading day, and I'll see you tomorrow, guys.